Don't film inside the vehicle.
Grandma's filming.
Don't do it.
Why not, darling?
Because there's personal property in there, and there's sensitive items in there.
But Grandma's in public.
But don't film inside of the vehicle, okay?
But Grandma's in public.
And you can't film other people inside of other people's cars, okay?
Oh, I can't film inside other people's.
Personal property.
My eyes can see it, a camera can see it. If there was any private sensitive things, I see you got your spit bottle, you know.
So
what, darling?
So I told you you're fine to look at the vehicles, but don't be filming inside the vehicles, okay?
It's the same thing as looking at them. It's in public.
I'm telling you not to do it, though, okay?
Is that an order?
Yes.
So you'll arrest me if I do? Are you mean to elderly folks?
One, sir, you're not elderly, okay?
That's discrimination.
Well, then fine.
I'm a grandma.
Call it what you want.
I'm a grandmother, and I don't approve of this, sir.
Okay, well, your behavior right now, filming inside of a police vehicle, is suspicious, so I'm going to ask for your ID now.
Oh, did I commit a crime?
You're being suspicious, so I'm
What crime is that? Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
Investigating.
For what crime? Suspicious and it's not a crime.
No, because I haven't determined yet if you've committed a crime.
Well, you have to before you come and ask for ID.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, what's the Fourth Amendment, silly?
I do not need...
No, the Fourth Amendment?
I do not need permission.
Yes, you do. We have a constitution.
I don't need permission from you especially, to conduct my job.
What crime did I commit?
I'm asking, you have not committed a crime yet, but
there we go. There's the answer.
I am suspect.
So no, I'm suspect of you.
I have probable cause.
Alright guys, buckle up because this one is absolutely wild. What starts as a simple moment of filming in public quickly turns into a full-blown constitutional showdown. A confident citizen, known to viewers simply as Grandma, is calmly recording police vehicles sitting in a public area. To her, it's nothing more than observing what anyone could see with their own eyes. But to the officer approaching her, it suddenly becomes a problem. He begins insisting that filming inside police vehicles isn't allowed, even though the cars are sitting right out in the open where anyone can look. Grandma immediately challenges the logic. If a person can see something with their own eyes from a public space, why would a camera suddenly make it illegal? That simple question sparks a tense debate about authority, rights, and whether the officer truly understands the Constitution he swore to uphold.
Have reasonable, articulable suspicion before you can have probable cause.
Given your demeanor and given you...
Oh, so it's illegal to be a grandma now?
Listen, let me see your ID.
How about hell no?
If you do not identify yourself, I will place you under arrest.
All right, then arrest me, because that's a Fourth Amendment violation.
Put this down.
Well, I'll just hold on to it.
Why are you being difficult?
Why are you trying to violate my Fourth Amendment rights?
You're intentionally goading and antagonizing.
And antagonizing what? Standing on public property? You just said I could look inside.
This actually is not public property.
Yes, it is. Where's the signs restricting? And you just gave me permission to come. Private property is not a police station. Who pays for it? We the people. You had an oath to swore to uphold the Constitution, yet you're trying to violate a grandma's rights.
No, I'm not.
For filming, because she doesn't want to give you ID because you said she committed no crime. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime was committed, is about to be committed, or already has been committed. What crime did I commit? And you said none.
Yeah, where does that from then?
What do you think?
What Iowa code?
What do you think?
What Iowa code?
That's your job.
What Iowa code?
What's the Fourth Amendment?
What Iowa code?
What's the Fourth Amendment? You swore an oath to the Constitution. That's your #1 job.
I am not.
And you're over here trying to violate my rights.
No,
standing in public videotaping.
No, I'm not.
There's zero. What's private information besides your spit cup?
You're intentionally
videotaping, being nice, being cordial.
Your little viewers.
Now here's where things start heating up. The officer shifts his tone from a casual request to something much more serious. What began as "please don't film" suddenly becomes an order. That single word changes everything. Grandma immediately recognizes the red flag and asks the officer directly if he plans to arrest her for continuing to record. Instead of backing down, the officer doubles down and claims her behavior is suspicious. According to him, simply filming police vehicles could justify demanding her identification. But Grandma isn't intimidated for even a second. She calmly asks the question that stops many bad interactions in their tracks: what crime did I commit? The officer struggles to answer. He admits she hasn't committed a crime yet, but still insists he can investigate her. And that's when Grandma begins dismantling the argument piece by piece using the Fourth Amendment.
Are probably getting a real kick out of this, aren't they?
I don't know. You ask them. You could look in the camera and say hello.
Hi.
You know how many people are watching you right now trying to violate a grandma's rights?
What right have I violated?
My Fourth Amendment. What do you think the Fourth Amendment is?
Have I violated
to be secure in my persons
I'm not
and
sit here and
papers?
argue with you. Okay?
Well, then violate my rights. That's up to you. But you're getting a lawsuit if you try.
Listen.
No crime was committed, and you need that to get ID. That's end of story. If you don't like grandma filming, yes, you do.
No, I do not.
You need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. So what crime is that? You said there is none.
You know what an investigation is?
Yes, that's what you conduct if you determine if there was a crime. And you determine there was no crime, so you just failed. Grandma's smarter than you.
Okay, Grandma.
It's true, and you know it. You can go ahead and violate grandma's rights all you want. It's going to be bad on you. If you need your supervisor, need to call the sheriff because you don't know the job that you've signed up for, upholding the Constitution. You don't know the Fourth Amendment.
Why don't you talk? I never said.
All right, folks, this is where the conversation turns into a full-on constitutional chess match. Grandma calmly explains that officers cannot demand identification from a citizen without reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, or is about to be committed. That's basic constitutional law. Yet the officer seems determined to push forward anyway. He claims he doesn't need permission to conduct his job, but Grandma fires right back with a reminder that the Constitution sets limits on government power. She keeps asking the same simple question: what crime justifies this investigation? The officer can't provide one. Instead, he repeats that her actions are suspicious. But suspicion alone isn't a crime, and Grandma knows it. While the officer tries to assert authority, she stays calm, confident, and surprisingly sharp, turning the entire encounter into a lesson about civil liberties.
You know, I wasn't a cop before.
Were you?
I don't know, was I?
That's why I'm asking.
I don't have to answer.
You don't.
You're a public servant.
You don't.
You're supposed to serve the public. And I'm the public, am I not? Until I commit a crime. And you just said there's no crime committed. But yet you want to violate my rights.
Have I?
My First and Fourth Amendment.
I never
you just said that you were going to place me under arrest if I don't give you ID. That's my Fourth Amendment right. Grandma doesn't back down from shit.
I don't care if you back down or not.
Well, then you're going to have fun in court. Imagine all the jury seeing this, trying to violate an elderly woman's rights.
Too.
Yeah, they'll see that and they'll be like, wow, this grandma's been very polite and cordial with you. And you came up, said there's no crime being committed, yet you demand ID. Do your investigation then. For what crime? Reasonable, articulable suspicion. That's what you need. Grandma's a war veteran. You understand that? Grandma actually fought for these rights. The ones that you're trying to strip from Grandma for doing nothing wrong.
War veteran.
Yes.
What war?
World War II. WW2.
Right.
Grandma killed 20 of them Nazis and you're acting like...
Right here is where the tension really starts boiling over. The officer warns that if Grandma refuses to identify herself, she could be placed under arrest. That threat immediately transforms the situation from an awkward conversation into a potential constitutional violation. But instead of panicking, Grandma stands her ground. She openly tells the officer that arresting her without a lawful reason would be a direct violation of her Fourth Amendment rights. The officer accuses her of being difficult and antagonizing him, but Grandma flips that accusation right back. She argues that she's simply standing on public property exercising her rights. The discussion quickly shifts toward property rights as well. Grandma points out something important: police stations and police vehicles are funded by taxpayers. In her view, that means the public has every right to observe and record them from public spaces.
Take our freedoms away. Hell no, darling. This man's a bully.
This is Grandma. He's videotaping law enforcement vehicles and
which is perfectly acceptable.
Refuses to identify himself.
I don't have to. He said no crime's been committed. There's absolutely no crime that can be committed.
Okay, is there anything I can help you with?
Tell Stanley to stop being a naughty boy and to leave Grandma alone.
Boy, just...
No, Stanley tried arresting Grandma.
Behavior is what I told
you want me to hold my horses?
No, it's just what I gotta talk. You gotta let me speak. Is that okay?
If you listen to Grandma afterwards, Grandma will let you. All right. You can
I
talk.
just got on duty. I have no idea what's going on. I just came in here.
Yeah, no, that's all right, Fox.
It is very unfamiliar to have somebody videotaping the inside of cars. It's kind of weird. That's why he's...
Well, they're police vehicles bought by the public, are they not?
They are, but it is weird for people to videotape the building, wouldn't you?
I don't think so at all, darling. I think people should videotape buildings they buy. Yeah, but this isn't your house. This is public. This isn't private property. There's a huge difference in between that. You don't see me going up to some private people's property. This is we the people's property. So Grandma's just out here. Tell Stanley to stop trying to violate my Fourth Amendment. Bad Stanley, you're naughty.
Well, the Fourth Amendment's a...
To be secure in my...
And then comes one of the most revealing moments of the entire encounter. The officer admits that Grandma hasn't committed a crime yet. That single word says everything. It shows he knows there is no clear legal justification for demanding identification. But instead of walking away, he keeps pressing the issue. Grandma immediately calls it out. She explains that investigations require a lawful basis, not just curiosity or irritation. Without reasonable suspicion, the Constitution protects citizens from being detained or forced to identify themselves. Watching this unfold feels almost like a courtroom debate happening right on the sidewalk. Grandma uses humor, sarcasm, and confidence while the officer struggles to maintain authority. Viewers watching the footage can practically see the power balance shift as knowledge of the law begins overpowering intimidation.
And he tried violating my rights.
Asked for his identification.
Yes, I'm pressed.
It's not wrong to ask for something.
No, he demanded it, or I'm going to be arrested, was his exact words. And Grandma doesn't back down. I'm a grandma, boob inspector, and my name's Grandma. Okay. Grandma's been around the block a time or two, Stanley. Just because you don't like what I'm doing doesn't mean it's wrong, Stanley.
Is there anything like that you came here to do, or?
Yeah, just to film in public. You know where I just came from?
Courthouse?
No, Marshalltown, and you know how great interactions I had there? Fantastic. Good. They loved me. You know what they said?
It's good to enforce your rights. And
exactly, because this nerd tried stripping them from me.
What I'm trying to say is, let's not name call. Let's not do that. We're civil human beings.
Are you going to name call me anymore, Stanley?
I never name called you.
You called me ridiculous looking.
No, I said you...
Yeah, exactly. I look ridiculous, you son of a gun.
I didn't say you are.
Yeah, you said I look ridiculous, and I said you look like a nerd.
You said you are a stupid nerd.
Well, you are a stupid nerd.
There you go.
Yeah,
stupid nerd, Stanley.
So I just want to ask again, is there anything that we can help you with at all?
Tell Stanley to leave Grandma alone, and I'm out of here.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, tell him.
I sure freaking do.
Yeah, walk of shame, Stanley. Get out of here, Stanley.
Right. I just wanna...
You're a son of a gun, Stanley. You can't violate my rights. I'm Grandma. I do what I need to do.
Now things take an unexpected turn when Grandma drops a dramatic claim that shocks everyone watching. She says she's a war veteran who fought for the very freedoms now being challenged. Whether the comment is serious or partly tongue-in-cheek, the message lands hard. She reminds the officer that constitutional rights weren't given lightly. They were earned through sacrifice and protected through generations. Her words instantly reshape the dynamic of the conversation. Instead of looking like a suspicious person being questioned, Grandma begins to appear like a citizen defending the principles the country was built on. Meanwhile, the officer grows increasingly frustrated. He insists he hasn't violated any rights, yet the threat of arrest still hangs in the air. At this point, the standoff has clearly become more about pride than law.